I don't buy new cars, I don't buy brand names, I go to Goodwill for my clothes. I like to save money, I like to find bargains, it's the life I chose. I throw nothing away, I'll find a use another day for all this junk I keep. My neighbors all hate me, they abuse and berate me, 'cause I like doing it cheap. Yeah, I like doing it cheap. Welcome to another episode of Doing It Cheap. How y'all doing? Boy, what a pretty day. We had about, about 3 or 4 days there. It's kind of cold, rainy, and nasty out. And yeah, I put out a couple of videos, but had the drawing for 1,000 subscribers. That's pretty cool. Hadn't heard from the feller yet. And y'all that didn't win, keep your fingers crossed. We'll have us another drawing this coming Saturday night if he don't respond. Anyhow, I just thought I'd tell you what I'm doing here on the greenhouse. When I last left you, I just got the ridge beam up, and I thought I would go ahead and tell you as well as show you how these rafters go up. They go up pretty darn easy, and I'm just going to explain to you right now how it works. Then I'm going to go over here and do it, and I'll do it in fast forward so you don't see the whole time it takes, but it doesn't take very long. If everything's lined up like it's supposed to be, what you want to do is stick you a bolt and nut in the top of the rafter where it ties onto the ridge beam. And if you'll do that, that rafter lay right in that channel right on top of the wall. I mean, to lay right there as pretty as you please. The instructions say start at the bottom and go up. They say insert these bolts in, for your cross members and all that. But I find it easier if I just take the empty rafter, go up there, attach it at the top, and then slide these bolts in that you need for the cross beams from the bottom. Make sure you keep the right order when you do that. Just slide them up from the bottom, that way you ain't going to worry about them falling. Stick your little bolt in there, line it up, put the nut on it, you're done. So that's how you do it. I'll demonstrate it, and then we'll do something else. Ain't much to it. See, when it's in place, it just sits there. Ain't going nowhere. That way you know you got it right. It's awkward for me. I got big old fat fingers, and I have trouble putting that bolt right where it needs to go. There we go. I'll go ahead and tighten it down. Of course, I forgot the bolts. Make sure my rafter is seated down here in the bottom of that channel, and that's it. So I'll do that 5 more times, and I'll have the other side done. Just thought I'd show you how that works. Rubio was making fun of Donald Trump's hands, insinuating he had a little pecker. I'll never forget, I went in a whorehouse one time, And that girl looked at me, and she looked down, and she looked up at me, she looked down, she said, who you gonna satisfy with that? I said, me, bitch, me. Be back in a minute. Well, all right. All the framing is done on the greenhouse itself. All the cross members, all the braces, all the frame is done. Now what I'm in the middle of now is building these windows. And I wanted to show you how these windows work because they are a little bit confusing. I don't like the instructions at all, so I want to show you these corners. Alright, I want you to look real careful how this piece right here, this funny shaped piece right here, it's what goes up at the top. And you want your bolts, the threads of the bolts, to point out the bottom or to the inside of the greenhouse, okay? And you see how these pieces right here are aligned for the polycarbonate panel to slide in. The other thing is this part down here. I want you to see how this actually goes together. It's hard for me to manipulate it here and show you. But maybe you can see that right there. Yeah. Okay. And then the latch itself. The latch itself, you see a picture, and it looks something like this right here, but it really don't make a lot of sense. You got to study on it. Anyway, whenever this window is installed, this is the handle. This is how you open and close it, okay? Pardon me, I'm trying to do this in front of the camera for you. But what happens is whenever you raise this up, you decide you get where you want it, those little tabs on that frame out yonder can go in these holes, and that's how you can judge how far open you want this window. Okay? So I hope I've completely confused you there. But I just wanted to show you how these corners are supposed to look whenever you go to bolt them together, because they are not at all clear on the instruction manual. All right. Okay. Well, I got 3 more windows to do. Then I got to put the doors together. Then all that's left is me sliding this thing together and putting panels on it. And that'll be another day. Oh, I want to tell you all something else before I forgot about it while I'm in here working on these windows. Harbor Freight's policy: save your receipt. Now, I always have mine emailed to me unless it's a little old piece of nothing I bought just so I can get a free tape measure, you know. But I always have them email my receipt because these receipts are on that heat transfer type paper. And if your receipt lays on the dash of the truck or gets hot and sunshine beats on it, whatever, it's going to turn it black and you can't read it. Anyway, have them email your receipt to you anytime you buy anything that's of any value. And they have a policy that if you see a lower price within 30 days, they'll honor that lower price. So when I bought this greenhouse, I bought it for $699.99. Had my 20% off coupon, so I got it for $500 and something plus tax. Well, they're running on sale right now for $679, $20 cheaper. So I just took my receipt in there and I took a sale paper and I said, look here, y'all, $20 cheaper. Refunded me $17.50, by golly. $17 and a half, $17 and a half, I don't care who you are. But always have them email you that receipt. That way, you know, you've got it. And I just thought while I was thinking on it, tell you about that. All right. I got one more window to put together. Then I'm going to get on the doors and probably call it quits for the day. Put them panels up tomorrow. I'll be glad. God, I'll be glad. When you go to put your doors together, they've got these 4 panels that's got to slide inside these rails and tracks. The problem is they're spread apart on you and the panels fall out. There's nothing to, you know, keep them from spreading apart. And if you don't have a bunch of helpers, like I don't, got to use something. So what I did is, as I inserted these panels starting at the far back right, as I worked my way this way, I just taped them into place, because I tried to do it without taping them and it was just an exercise in futility. So I've got them all in place now, and I'll put the other door rail on. Hopefully have that door done. One more to go, then I'm through with all this daggum aluminum. Woo! Well, where I used that auger, plant them bulbs before it got a frost in October, we got a few little daffodil. I sure wouldn't expect them this year. Shaky. Oh, well, you get the idea. Well, y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye.